Okay, so tonight I am making ground beef enchilada casserole. So far, easy as pie, just 2 pounds of ground beef and 1 medium yellow onion chopped. I'm also going to add just a little bit of salt and pepper because I like to season as I go. That's how you build flavors, but not too much because I add a lot of seasonings later. Okay, so I've browned most of my meat and onions and strained off about 80% of the grease just because I don't want greasy or just all grease in my enchiladas. So I've added beef bouillon, and I'm gonna add some chili powder and ground cumin and garlic powder. And I'm just gonna stir that in. And basically you're doing this because you're wanting to obviously flavor the meat. You want a lot of flavor, and also you're cooking off the rawness of the chili powder and cumin because it does have a raw flavor to it. So you're just kind of bringing out the oils in those things. Okay, now I'm going to add in a 4-ounce can of hatch green chilies. Okay, so I just added a little bit more salt and pepper, and now I'm going to add some flour to the mixture and stir that up and cook it off because that's another thing you're going to want to cook the raw flavor out of. And I'm doing this to kind of coat the meat, and then I'm going to pour some water in to kind of make a little sauce. It's going to thicken up and turn into basically like a, nice meat sauce. So now that you've stirred the flour in and cooked that off, you're going to add some water. We're going to stir that up, and you're basically immediately going to see it, thicken up within the meat and the flour. And that's going to be our meat sauce for our enchilada casserole. Okay, so now I have a glass 13 by 9 casserole dish, and I've got some enchilada red sauce. And I always like to put a little bit on the bottom of the casserole dish just so the tortillas don't stick to the bottom. And so now, pardon the quality, I'm just going to layer these. Okay, so I've layered that, and now I'm going to put half the meat mixture into the casserole dish and add a layer of a Mexican mixed cheese. And I'm going to do that over one more time. But this time I'm adding the enchilada sauce on top of the white corn tortillas. Add the meat, add the cheese. You know where to go. So now that's it, and I'm going to cover this with foil, pop it into an oven at 350 degrees, and cook for about 30 minutes or so until it starts bubbling.